So I'm just going to walk you through here and with my comments I made earlier. This first generation of short stature corn, what that is a biotech trait. And so really what happens is the lower nodes underneath the ear node, that's where within this genetic pool of products, what happens is those nodes are stacked closer together. And so that's why when we talk about where this is a native trait, this event really has nothing to do with a biotech trait, but it's a native trait within a group of genetics that we've identified. So this corn here is about 7 foot tall, but as we walk in here, what you're gonna see is what I talked about. This specific treatment right now, trial, was planted at 44,000 plants per acre. And the biggest thing I wanted to show you guys here is just so you can really see this event. What I was referring to is how our nodes are stacked closer together. And so that's where we're able to, in this event, get a shorter plant, right? So we have those things that we can get in here with applicators to manage things, but also you can see the stock quality is really interesting. Even at 44,000 plants per acre and a 30-inch row in this treatment here, you can really see how different that looks, you know, from our normal commercial hybrids. And then up here, then you can see the ear height. And to put it in perspective, this ear height's approximately 24 to call it 28 inches off the ground. And so, you know, when we think about an event like this, obviously there'll be field conditions that this works really well in, and then there'll be other conditions that it doesn't. And so that's where this whole thing is really about a system approach, and where we have things we have to try to minimize from a green snap standpoint, residue management, all those things. So, but as you can see in here, in this specific trial, that gives you a little bit of a snapshot of what we're looking at, why and how that plant mechanism is different, you know, to keep the height down. And really it is all about just that early plant development on the node stacking. And but as you can see here, it's going to be really interesting to see. Just weed management looks great. You know, ear height is the thing in flat ground. Obviously, it's not going to be an issue, but if you have terraces, this isn't going to be, this first event, probably something that makes a lot of sense. But really interesting what we're looking at and testing, and really a different thought process of, you know, how we manage this system, you know, what things we do different because of what we can do. And that's really what we're doing right now, to be honest, is learning how we continue with this opportunity as we move down the road. So with that, hopefully that gives you guys a little more perspective when you think about or hear about, you know, short corn or the Smart System trial. Thanks.